Hello students, welcome back to the online session for physics class for today. Now today we are going to begin with our new chapter, and the name of the chapter is energy, and the chapter this is chapter number 4. Okay, now in this chapter first of all we will learn and study about machines. I just hope you all can see few things I have kept over here, right? This first picture, let us see and just pay attention on this picture. This is a ramp over here, and why do we use ramp? We use ramp so that our cars can easily come through. Okay, we can easily move the car using these ramps. So this is actually a machine, can be considered as a machine. Then this is a screw, right? And then similarly these are screwdrivers of different sizes, right? So these are also called as machines because they actually help us to make our work easier. Similarly, this one, if we are trying to make a hole on a wall or somewhere, so we can easily do it using it, or if we have to hang something on a wall, we can easily do that using this one, right? Similarly, a lock is a machine because it helps us to lock anything, right? Similarly, scissors, different sizes scissors are used for different purposes, so this is also called as machine. Similarly, card rings, I hope like you all know it. These card rings are used to gather or to assemble so many pages all together. Okay, to assemble many pages all together. So for that purpose we used to use these card rings. And if we will see, even a scale, a pen or a pencil, like everything around us is a machine. Now let us first of all discuss and know what are machines. Machines are those things that makes our work easier. Am I right? Anything that makes our work easier will be known as, or will be called as, machine. So like wherever you are sitting right now, you can just turn around you and just look at the things that are kept around you. So you will find that most of the things around us is machine, is a machine, right? Everything that is around us is a machine. And like it is not necessary that all the things that are electronics will be called as machines, no, but many things that just helps us to make our work easier is called as machine. Okay, now let us discuss what is given to us in our book. Okay, so this is chapter number 4 on page number 40, and you can turn on to this page in your physics books. Okay, and the name of the chapter is energy. Okay, now in this chapter what all we are going to learn, let us first of all discuss and see those points, those topics. So first of all, first point is simple machines, its basic concept and mechanical advantage. This is what we are going to learn. Then types of machines: lever, wheel and axle, pulley, inclined plane, wedge, screw. Okay, then different orders of levers. There are like different types of levers. Okay, that we are going to learn. Then numerical based on mechanical advantage or leverage. Then load into load arm is equals to effort into effort arm. This is a formula actually that we are going to learn and understand, and then we are going to also apply in numericals. Now first of all, see different types of simple and basic machines. First one you can see inclined plane, and its example I have discussed is a ramp. I hope you all know a ramp. We also used to have it in our homes, right? So ramp basically we used to make just to ensure कि all the like cars and our bikes and our scooties can easily we can just ride through it towards our home inside to just take or to park any vehicle inside our home. We used to make a ramp, right? Then lever means if we will see its example can be like stapler or the one through which we used to make holes on our pages. Okay, then third one is edge. I hope you all know its example. Then screw, I have already showed it to you, this one, right? Pulley, its best example is wells, the one that we used to use in wells while drawing water from the well. And another one is um, that I just hope that vehicle you all must have seen, through which government people used to draw something from the walls or something from there, right? Then another one is wheel and exhale. Okay, this also you must have seen somewhere. Now let us start with its introduction. A machine is a device that can do work. A work may be done in lifting an object, moving, crushing, or bending objects, and so on. Six different devices are generally recognized as simple or basic machines. Now, students, moreover, like if we will just see that whatever machines are upgraded, okay, are basically made of these six types of machines. Whatever machines you will see around you will be somehow or moreover or less will be made from basic these six types. Okay, now these are the lever, the pulley, wheel and axle, the inclined plane, the screw and the wedge. By using these simple machines, people can perform tasks that they would not otherwise be able to do easily. For example, a pulley allows people to lift very heavy objects. Right? This pulley, it allows us to lift heavy objects. Am I right? Now, this one we will go through this point. A machine is a device that allows a small force or the effort to overcome a large one, the load. It means machine is a device that allows us to apply just a small force, okay, to overcome the larger force, right? It means like if we are unable to apply very large or like very heavy loads which we are unable to lift, we just use machines to lift that, right? There are these basic machines: the inclined plane, ramp, the lever, and the wheel and axle. All other machines are combinations of these three basic machines. So initially what they are saying, that this inclined plane and the lever and the wheel and axle, these three types of machines are used to make all the other machines, like everything, whatever example you will see or whatever things you will see around us, you will find that somewhere these three types of machines are used. The principle of these three types of simple machines are used in all those machines. Okay, the other machines are combinations of these basic types. Simple machines derived from the inclined plane include the wedge, the gear, and the screw. The spanner is derived from the lever, the pulley from the wheel. Yes, in a pulley we can see there is a wheel placed over here. So basically a wheel has been used in that also. Okay, now what is effort and load? The terms often used with regard to machines are effort and load. Now let us see what is an effort. An effort is the force that is applied to the machine. Okay, an effort is a force that is applied to the machine. Load is the force that the machine applies to the object. Now see, effort means whatever force. If I have to move this pen towards that side, then I have to put effort, like I have to apply force to move this pen from one side to another side, right? Now load is the force that the machine applies to the object. Now load is the thing that is like this pen is applying. Okay, load is the force that this pen is applying, okay, to the object. I mean this hand, just consider this hand as the load. Okay, so this force, this is the load. Okay, now without the machine the effort would equal to the load. If we will not use the machine, the effort would be equal to the load. With it, the effort is usually much less than the load. And then when we just use any machine, then the effort becomes less than the load. Now, man uses some devices or tools to make his work easier and complete it in a lesser time. Yes, why actually initially men started using machines? So that their work becomes easier, and then they also can complete that particular work in very small or in very less time. We can do we can do more work with the help of machines by applying less force. Now, if I will take any example, the perfect example would be our washing machines, right? If we will wash the clothes with our hands, it will take more time and more energy, more effort, right? But as we will wash those same clothes, same amount of clothes in washing machine, we won't have to apply much force, we won't have to apply much effort, and our work will be done easily, right? Now machines can change the direction of force. A machine enables us to apply force in a conventional direction. A machine also enables means allows us to apply the force in whatever direction we want, right? While drawing water from a well, rope is passed over the pulley. The rope is pulled downwards, whereas the bucket of the water is raised upwards. Students, I just hope you all must have seen how like people, maybe in movies or maybe in any of the somewhere else, you all must have seen people drawing water from well. Am I right? So how they do it? First of all, they just leave the leave means they just leave easy the rope so that the bucket can go inside the well. Then they just drag the rope, like they just take the rope put towards them. Okay, rope they just pull towards them so that the bucket of water can be raised upwards, right? Now machines can be categorized in two types. First one is simple and second one is complex. Now see, first of all we'll see simple machines. A pair of tongs, pulley, a knife, a screwdriver, a pair of pliers are some of the simple machine. Pair of tongs, then pulley, knife. I hope you all must have seen knife, screwdriver, right? Pair of pliers are some of the examples of simple machines, and simple machines are shown in this figure, right? Screwdriver, knife, and then this one. Okay, so these are simple machines. Now what are complex machines? These consist of a large number of simple machines combined together. Actually complex machines are actually made up of combinations of simple machines, and the examples are sewing machine, tractor, aircraft, and bicycle. In this bicycle, see, wheels are also there, right? Pulley is also there, and like there are many more complex machines that are combined together. Similarly in the sewing machine, Similarly, in this tractor and this aircraft. Okay, so these are actually called as complex machines that are made up of combinations, combining many simple machines. They are made a complex machine. Okay, so this is what we have studied till now. Now, what you have to do, students, just read this chapter, this part. Okay, this introduction, this one. Okay, and this one. And then what you have to do, make a list of simple machines and complex machines that you can see around you. Okay, that you can see around you. And you can write down this thing, whatever I have asked you to do, behind your physics notebooks. And then whenever you will come to school, I will check it out, like what all list you have made. So this is what you have to do, just read this part. Okay, and then in our next class we will discuss types of simple machines. Okay, so that is all for today. Have a good day, students. Take care.